Hey everyone, my name is TemmieJay, and welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles. Last time, we reached the Bionis Knee on our expedition to Colony 6. We unlocked the new Monado art, Monado Shield, and we finally were able to implement visions into our combat system, which is the most exciting part, in my opinion, just gameplay-wise. Story-wise, I mean, who cares about the spider? The Monado art's pretty cool. So, just give me 1 second.
Oi, Shulk, look over there.
Smoke?
Maybe someone's got a fire going. Hope they're cooking up something good.
It's hardly a good spot for a barbecue. Come on, let's take a look.
So, I'm just gonna take a second to explain the Monado arts. Rather, I already explained the Monado arts. Just Shulk's regular arts, because I don't think I have yet. If I have, then whatever, this is redundant. Just fast forward a little bit. But Shulk has access to backslash, which, like in Smash Bros, and like the name implies, it does more damage when dealt from behind. And then you have Slit Edge, which deals extra damage when dealt at the enemy's side, while also applying a debuff that reduces physical damage. Stream Edge is a break art. It inflicts break on enemies in front in a cone shape, AoE. So it's pretty useful. Light Heal is... What, are you stupid? It's Light Heal. Shadow Eye reduces aggro, and it gives you a buff increase of your next art. So in case if you have a lot of aggro on Shulk, you can use that and it should help you out. Trade our aggro over to Rhine.
Someone's left a buggy out here.
That's strange. Who would just abandon a buggy in this place? And it's pretty new.
Is it brand new?
Not brand new, but it's in very good condition. You wouldn't just abandon it. So, what did happen to the driver? There's a boy! He's being attacked by monsters!
You saw it happening? Where?
I don't know, but it was near some water.
Near water? But what made you have a vision all of a sudden?
Maybe it was triggered by touching the buggy.
Well, we'd better find him. Let's search everywhere around here where there's water.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to say anything negative about this game, but unfortunately, I don't even know if this is an actual criticism or not, but I won't spoil it just because we're going to be introduced to that character soon. But that character that we saw in the vision, I don't really like them that much. They're kind of annoying to me. And I don't think it's their fault, but sometimes I think it's their fault. I don't know. You'll see. I'm just gonna complete these quests in the meantime, in between story objectives, because after realizing I bought gear and I had enough money, but it still eats through your money if you're gonna buy gear every time you see a shop. So even if it's a little annoying, it is worth your while to do these quests in between on your way to certain story objectives. Your future self is gonna thank your past self for doing it. Even with Monado Shield? Oh, it's because of the poison effect. Right. Yeah, so we just need to head towards the waterfall. I think because of my playstyle, I typically when I play games that are like large in scale, I tend to ignore the side quests because to me that's part of the that's the joy of games like these. Like, you don't have to do everything if you don't want to, because these games are so big. And I think thankfully in this game the enemies are scaled pretty well, I think, because like I just said, like, I'm not someone that would typically go out of my way to do all the quests unless if they like greatly benefit me. And I'm gonna do those. I'm gonna share the ones that like I think I would recommend somebody else does. So yeah, don't fret about that, I guess. But I guess what I'm trying to say is it's pretty cool that these enemies are level 14 and I'm also like barely first half of level 14, so it's just pretty cool. I know I just then have to try hard enough to win these, because if we're matched, then you know I should be able to win, is my logic.
Shulk, over there! You alright, kid?
Who are you?
That can wait. Go! Get out of here. Leave these guys to us.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Ready when you are.
You know, just to point out, these Berserk Ardoon, I think this is the same enemy in Xenoblade 2 when you go into Gormont. I think when you when you go into Torgoth and that side quest where you have to feed the little animal, I think that's also an Ardoon. I'm not quite sure. I have to. I'll show on the screen if it is. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, it should work now.
Great. You saved my skin. My buggy short-circuited. And then there were those monsters and... well, thanks.
I fixed the circuit, but it's out of ether. Change the cylinder and it will be as good as new.
I think it's time for the introductions. I'm Ryan. He's Shulk.
Pleased to meet you.
Oh, hi. I'm Juju. Where are you two heading? If you've got time, you should come back to our camp.
Your camp?
Yeah, it's not far.
How about it?
Let's take him up on the offer. I'm surprised there's a Homs camp here, but they might have some information.
I suppose.
Juju, can you tell us how to get there?
Sure. If you go back to the oasis, you should see a tall stone post. Head there first.
Then what?
There's a small path in the woods next to the stone post. Just follow it down to our camp.
Got it. Now, let's make a move.
And now we're babysitting. But yeah, his name is Juju, and he's just a kid that needed our help. And I mean, we've all been kids before. We probably would die if we were just out there. But either way, that's pretty good news that there's another Homs camp here. I think it's how do I foreshadow this? I just hope Colony 6 is okay. Oh, that's a pretty cool combo. Trying to combo up into a Monado art, it's pretty cool because Monado arts are not, it's not exclusive to Monado arts. It's also available to any talent art on any character. They can combo into any other color. I guess I haven't explained that. Whatever color art you use during your chain attack, if you use consecutively the same color, the effects of that art is multiplied. So if it's a DPS art, you do extra damage. If it's a healing art, you heal extra. If it's a topple art, you, I don't know if you actually topple longer, but it's still more damage. So what's pretty cool is with Monado Buster, if you could say, if we had a third party member here and we were able to extend the combo even further, Monado Buster would have been multiplied by 4, and that's nuts, crazy damage. Also, I'm really excited. I didn't want to get super excited immediately, but we're finally in Gower Plains. I'll take a minute to let you guys listen to the music because it's one of my favorites, if I'm just being honest. This is honestly one of my favorite songs, just right off the bat. It's in one of the first areas. It's such a great introduction. To be honest, it's a little generic in, at least immediately. You don't get to see the cool areas up until you walk around a little bit, because at first you just see a bunch of trees. But the music had me really intrigued the very first time because, oh my god, like, it just plays to my taste, I guess, because I like orchestras, I like a big ensemble, and I think this really nails it for me. And there are other areas that I really like though, visually and like the music for them. I'll let you know. But I do appreciate this game a lot. Although, I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion, but I think I prefer the original Wii versions of the songs versus the definitive edition versions, because they redo all the songs a little bit, and I don't know, maybe I'm stubborn, but something about the first time or the Wii version of songs, they hit different. But that's not to say I don't love these songs. Oh my god, Gower Plains is such a good song.
Juju! Where have you been? Juju! Don't tell me you were... I've told you 1,000 times. We're not ready to leave the camp yet.
But I thought...
Juju!
Sorry, Sharla.
That gear. You must be survivors from the Defense Force. Is Colony 6 okay? Did Gaddo make it?
Hold on. What are you talking about?
We've come from Colony 9.
Colony 9?
They saved me from some monsters. This is Ryan and Shulk.
Oh, so you're not from Colony 6. Thank you for helping Juju. I'm his sister, Sharla.
I told them they could rest here, with us.
Did you now? Well, all right. I suppose that's only fair.
Did something happen to Colony 6?
Actually, we're heading there ourselves.
Colony 6 has been our home. It's been occupied by the Mekon.
No.
I'll tell you about it inside. Follow me.
We finally reached the refugee camp, and we met Sharla, who happens to be Juju's older sister. So imagine how devastating it would have been if we if we were just a little too late and we had to tell her, yeah, sorry about Juju. But yeah, go ahead and accept any quests you want to accept. Just if they're convenient to do, then go ahead and do them. This one in here is really easy. You just have to talk to people that are already here, and then you'll manage to complete the quest as is. You just need to make sure you have an item. But I want to just survey this area a little bit, because yeah, there's plenty of other quests here that don't cost you much time. You just gotta kill enemies. Usually they're monster quests, but although it's a different vibe, it's not as, you know, exploration music. I think rest areas like these, they still offer a pretty cool vibe. Imagine if just all the time you stepped out your house to walk in your neighborhood and everybody's vibing to some theme song. No, that's stupid. But yeah, I'm just gonna cut ahead until I'm just gonna do this really quick before talking to Sharla. I think I've said it before, but Nopon, Xenoblade Chronicle 1, Nopons are I think it's the best version of Nopon we've gotten. They make the most sense to me. Oh, I unlocked a new art. Okay, so my explanation earlier wasn't in vain either. So now to go over all of Ryan's arts, at least the ones available to us right now. We have Hammer Beat, which does an AoE attack in front of him that increases aggro, so he provokes the enemies in front of him. And then he has Wild Down. This is his topple art, obviously very useful to use after Shulk's Stream Edge. You have War Swing, which has Ryan spin in a circle and hit areas all around him. You have Bone Upper, which when landed increases the party gauge by a little bit. Rage is an aura that lowers your physical defense, but it refills your talent gauge over time. So, which isn't a good segue to explain his talent gauge right in the middle of his arts. His talent art is Mad Taunt, which is the most tank ability you would want. It just increases aggro automatically. He has another aura, Engage, which greatly increases aggro. This one is a lot more useful if you're trying to have Ryan take all the damage. Another cool mechanic that you could use with Ryan is, regardless of what aura you have on, you can execute Aura Burst and it reduces enemy strength around you. Guard Shift is pretty okay. I mean, it's kind of boring to use, but it just blocks all enemy attacks. It just turns you into a shield, essentially, which isn't bad. But yeah, I think that's all there is to Ryan right now.
We had already fought off the Mekon a year ago, at the Battle of Sword Valley. It left us with a false sense of security. The Colony 6 defense force didn't even notice the approaching Mekon. By the time the air raid siren sounded, a swarm of Mekon had blackened the sky. They ate people and burned our buildings. Me and Juju dedicated ourselves to evacuating the children and elderly. I don't know what happened next.
It's just like what happened to Colony 9.
They attacked your colony as well.
Yes. It's good that you managed to evacuate so many.
We have a Tharon, the Colonel, to thank for that. Him and Gaddo.
This Gaddo?
He would have been my husband by now if not for all this. Cheer up, you two.
Uh,
We can't lose hope just yet. I'm certain Gaddo and the other soldiers are alive. They're still fighting. I can feel it.
You're on your way to Colony 6, right?
you bet. We're up for some revenge. I bet we can even get your colony back.
There you go, showing off again.
If anyone can do it, it's you two. Could you take me with you to the colony?
Juju! The people here need us. How many times do I have to tell you?
But you heard the Mechon attacked Colony 9. That means a load of them have left Colony 6 already. It has to.
Even if that's true. No, especially if it's true. We cannot expose the camp to any more danger.
So, you don't care what happens to the people in the colony? How can you be so heartless? Are you that scared of the Mechon?
Oi, kid.
Rhine!
You ought to know how Sharla feels. Watch your mouth and have some respect.
I'll go and make dinner.
Maybe I was too hard on him. Shulk?
Rhine, you really remind me of Gaddo when you get angry.
I do?
Gaddo's taken care of us ever since we were young. I always saw him as a big brother, really, but he was more of a father to Juju. He'd call him kid whenever he told him off, just like you did.
I don't think I'm ready to be someone's old man just yet. Wait, Shulk. Did it happen again?
Yeah.
You had another vision.
Oh no!
No! Juju! The buggy's gone! He's going to Colony 6 on his own.
Stupid kid.
We have to hurry. Something bad's gonna happen.
What did you see?
A deep valley. Everything's engulfed in flames. There's a black shadow. It kills Juju.
Is it the Mechon with the metal face?
Yeah,
Where does it happen? Is it near Colony 6?
I'm not sure. I think so.
Let's get after him, Shulk.
Hold on a second. What was all that about?
I know you won't believe this, but Shulk can see the future.
The future? That's not possible.
That's what I thought too. I still can't explain this, but that vision I had will come true unless we stop it.
So you're telling me Juju's in danger?
Believe it or don't believe it, that's your call. But I wouldn't be standing here if it weren't for Shulk's visions.
Juju. Oh, okay. I can't say I believe you. But what have I got to lose?
I like the way you think.
Sharla, you're...
What?
No, nothing.
Oh.
What are you doing? Let's go and find Juju.
When you talk like that, you sound just like Gaddo. That's how I know it's not worth arguing.
What am I, some kind of Gaddo substitute?
That thing killed Sharla too. I saw it in the vision. But I can't stop her coming with us. I don't know how I can protect her. But I have to do it. I will change the future.
And now we finally have a third party member, Sharla, our residential healer. All of these abilities are very cool. So, and let me just cover them right off the bat. That way it's not so overwhelming, since I'm gonna just cover all arts right now available to us. Heal Bullet is an ability that recovers a moderate amount of health. Heal Blast is pretty much the same thing, but heals an even greater amount of health. Cure Bullet removes any debuffs and grants temporary debuff immunity. Shield Bullet is an ability that releases a special barrier of ether that absorbs damage. Thunder Bullet is a 2-hit combo and is super effective against flying types. Just imagine Pokemon. And Tranquilizer is I guess if we're going to continue with the Pokemon analogy, that's like hypnosis. It puts your enemies to sleep. And you know, just to commentate just to comment on what just happened. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I was too hard on Juju before. Now that we're getting to see what he's getting himself into, kind of being disobedient, and maybe it was just me not being as grown up as I am now. Because now watching those cutscenes, he's just probably impatient and like desperate to help. Like, this is a time of war, I guess, and all the adults are telling him just do nothing. Like, that probably doesn't feel right, so he went and did something. Now that we have Sharla in our party, we finally have a dedicated healer, which I don't know about anybody else, but personally I like playing as the support type. Not exclusively, but I do like managing health and being the responsible, or being the one responsible for keeping my party alive. Because I don't know about anybody else, but it sucks to have the healer be controlled by the AI, or even in other games. Say if you're playing an MMO or something. I play Final Fantasy 14 a lot, and I happen to play a healer there too. Because it sucks to have a shitty healer. But yeah, after organizing her skills, I'll go over those skills later when I have more options. Starting out, it's not really that hard to figure out if you're playing for yourself also. I don't think it's that difficult to... I don't know, it's not that hard to figure out if you're messing around with it. Because at first, they only allow you to slot in like 1 or 2 shapes. So it's like, it's not that bad. It lets you figure it out at a good pace. And the only problem is that you have to defeat a lot of unique masters, which I will be doing, but you have to go out of your way to look for these like mini bosses, which kinda is one of the more fun parts of this game, if I'm being really honest. So look forward to that. I'll point out each one as I come across them. They're always distinguished by the music though. You can tell when you're fighting one.
Sharla, do you know which way Juju went?
There are quite a few ways to get there from here. But he's in a buggy, so I think he'll take Ragwell Bridge.
Ragwell Bridge?
It's not far. It's a really old bridge built around the time Colony 9 was founded.
Okay. Let's make that our next stop.
Sounds like a plan. Sharla, you stay back. Leave any monsters up to me and Shulk.
What? You think I can't pull my weight in battle? I've got field experience as a medic. If you get hurt, I can use ether to patch you up.
Nice. I'm always getting roughed up. You'll be a big help.
Come on. Who put this barrier in the way? Oh, now the front suspension's all twisted up. Looks like I'll have to walk it. They're all cowards. I'll show them all.
Juju has a lot of valor, at least you could say that. But that's where I will end it off. I really appreciate anybody that's watched all the way through. I'll see you next time. Hopefully we'll get to help Juju before anything bad happens to him.